morning, Rush.
Baloy says, sad to say, and this one I've seen examples of this. Ang dami sa ating kababayan, pag merong na-aksidente, inuuna pa yung video bago tumulong.
Yeah.
Diane Sarah says, when you don't consider yourself officially a couple, unless you're FBO, Facebook official. Good morning, everyone.
And guten Morgen.
It is a Wednesday.
Indeed it is. It's the RX Monsters Riot.
All right, so...
Nasa yun na yan to everything.
I know.
Yeah.
So we've got our top 10 for today. We are checking out something that was sent in by Paul Jeffrey.
All right.
Paul Jeffrey wants us to look for the top 10 signs that you are addicted to Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram.
So any social networking site, basically.
You can add the others in case you want. These are just not like the top 3.
I'll give you one.
Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram.
Every 5 minutes, you scroll refresh. You press refresh.
Oh, that's a little too soon.
I do that a lot.
Yeah.
Like especially when I'm waiting around.
Yeah.
Because like let's say you're in an event and you're waiting.
There's nothing to do.
There's nothing to do. So you're sitting down. You're looking at Twitter. Refresh. Refresh. Refresh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Okay, I got one.
Okay.
Addicted to Instagram. You take a picture. You're traveling. You take a picture using your real camera.
Okay.
Click. And then you have to take one for Instagram.
For Instagram too.
This using your phone.
Yeah.
Because you know
you do this, don't you?
Yes.
Yes.
So you always take 2 sets of pictures,
right?
Which can be nerve-wracking because taking one picture in itself is already a lot of work.
Yeah.
If you have to take pictures.
Well,
of
if
everything.
that's if you're really focused on it, you really put your heart into it.
Yeah. So there are others. I'm pretty sure you can come up with a lot.
All right.
So the top 10 signs that you're addicted to Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Or any other
social networking.
Either social networking website or
Friendster.
Or app.
Multiply.
Exactly. Okay, now the top 10 signs that you are addicted to Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram.
Okay.
Okay, let's start off at number 10 from Butter Baby and Rai Kimi.
Butter Baby and Rai Kimi say,
kahit pag nagsusulat ka na sa papel or nagte-text ka, nilalagyan mo ng either @ or the hashtag.
You know what?
Because remember, the only reason you'll put the hashtag is
so other people could, if people click that hashtag, they'll see your entry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or you put the @ let's say @GinoBoy.
Yeah.
If I want you to read my tweet,
it'll show up on your mentions.
It will show up on your mentions.
So it doesn't really have a purpose.
If you're texting someone, let's say I'm texting you, there's no point in saying hi @GinoBoy because I'm already texting you.
My God.
Obviously, you will get it.
Oh my God.
Because I do this.
I use hashtags in real life.
Me too.
Right?
Me too. Even when I'm posting something on my blog, it won't show up anywhere else.
But you're so used to it already.
Yeah. On Facebook, when let's say I'm
You're so used to it already. Chico Garcia.
Diba? Like when I'm posting something on Facebook, let's say I'm mentioning you, I don't put there Gino. I put @GinoBoy.
That's true.
Even on my blog, even on Facebook, which is useless. That doesn't have any...
On Facebook it does.
Really?
If you
It
press
shows up?
@ and then you type in G, friends on your list with a first letter G will show up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So wait, so I mean like even if you're not input on my Facebook as @GinoBoy, because on Facebook you're
if it's
more.
Yeah. It
So
won't.
It won't.
It won't come up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And number 9 coming from Jepoy.
Oh my God! Hashtag realizations.
Diba? I'm telling you.
Yeah.
From Jepoy.
Okay.
If you are a retweet monster.
Oh.
You don't really, because I'm okay with retweeting, but if you also tweet stuff from yourself.
Yeah, if you add input to it every now and then.
Yeah, I know somebody I'm following, a semi-celebrity. All he ever does is like retweet other people's.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't have a sense of who you are, because obviously I don't know him because he's a
these
celebrity.
are words of other people.
It's always just other people, other celebs, those quotes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't think I've ever really heard anything.
And chances
from
are, the people he's retweeting are people you're already following.
Yeah,
so it doubles
that's
up
true.
on your
That's
timeline.
true. Actually, people who just retweet and they don't send in anything, and people who do give you like their own tweets.
Yeah.
But they retweet too many.
That's true.
Yeah. Like we were talking.
This is an unfollow rule.
Yeah, it is. Number 3 coming from Bratrick.
Okay.
I mean, sorry, number 8 from Bratrick. Kung pati poop mo sa umaga, tinitweet mo pa.
Ew. That's just gross.
Yeah, like TMI.
That's true.
Right?
See, that's the problem with Twitter, Facebook. and whatever, is now there's such a huge tendency to overshare.
They say we all feel we're all celebrities.
That's
that
true.
people actually need to know what we're doing.
Yeah.
When in fact, they don't.
Nobody really cares.
Unless you're, I don't know, unless you're like the
But-
biggest celebrity in the world.
Apparently, I guess people do care.
Really?
No, but I mean, think about it. You have friends who are not celebrities, but you want to find out what they're doing anyway.
Well, yeah,
To a certain extent, that's why you follow them.
but not toilet.
Well, yeah, obviously not that. I mean, even celebrities don't do that. Or
I
do they?
bet you some people would
So,
enjoy
well,
that.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
I
when
know a
you're...
celebrity who tweeted a picture of him sitting in the bathroom.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But that was funny.
Yeah, it was a joke.
It was a joke.
yeah.
Yeah. And from Butter Baby, pati poop ng aso, kinukunan, nilalagyan ng filter. At pinapost sa Instagram. Yeah. You change the filter.
Just so it's an artsy look.
Yeah. Para may artsy stuff. Number
Oh, no.
Number 7, this one I'm telling you, so many people will identify with these entries.
Okay.
From Kittredge.
Okay.
Hindi ka sumasagot sa mga text messages. Hirap na hirap kang kontakan ng mga tao. Pero pag sa Twitter ka kinausap, sagot ka agad.
Naka-mention ka kaagad.
Diba?
Because you take care of Twitter more than you
More
do.
than your text.
You know, and this is starting to happen actually. That a lot of
Seriously?
people are, instead of texting,
Yeah.
they're tweeting each other.
That's why sometimes people are like, hindi ka sumasagot si Gino sa text i-tweet mo na lang
Tweet
kasi.
mo na lang.
Tweet mo siya.
Oh.
Na mas mababasa niya yan.
And see the
Oh
thing
my
is,
goodness.
and see the thing is with Twitter, like let's just say you're purposely trying to not reply to this person.
Yeah.
And if he sees that you just tweeted like 2 minutes ago,
Yeah.
and then you tweet him, and then he doesn't tweet you back, but he tweets something else,
Yeah.
like 4 minutes after, then obviously he's just trying to
Avoid you.
Yeah.
And let's face
So
it,
you already know.
a lot of people tweet from their phone.
Yeah.
Pero yung text,
Because it's
hindi
always
mo,
on the go.
but yung text hindi mo tinasagot.
Yun na nga.
Right?
Yun na nga. Tapos it shows up there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's on regular Twitter, but like TweetDeck, it'll show up.
On mobile phone.
Yeah, on mobile phone, on iPhone, or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
And the entry that caps off the bottom half of the top 10 signs that you're addicted to Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram comes from Yontefian and Neil Yamato.
All right, Yontefian and Neil Yamato say.
If you are familiar with Twitter jail.
Twitter jail.
Oh my goodness, you haven't been to Twitter jail?
No.
I've been a couple of times.
What's Twitter jail?
There's a limit to your tweets. You tweet too much, eventually you'll get a sign that says you've tweeted too much for today. You have to wait for about a couple of hours.
Really?
You've just been, you're in Twitter jail. I've experienced this during birthdays. Because you're trying to respond to everyone, right?
Yeah.
You have a limit. I think like 1,000 or something, or
1,000 tweets.
something like that. I'm
That's a
not
lot.
sure. Yeah, but you'll reach it. And so if I only do this because it's my birthday.
Yeah.
And I get on Twitter jail. But if you get Twitter jailed on a regular basis, on a regular day, that's too much tweeting. And it includes not just tweeting, but replying. That's considered a tweet.
That's considered a tweet, yeah.
So each time, let's say it's your birthday, and so many people say happy birthday, go thank you, kahit puro thank you lang. Eventually, you'll get Twitter jail. You've never been to Twitter jail?
No. I don't overtweet.
Oh my, amazing.
Actually, I do. I do overtweet sometimes.
Yeah.
I just reply to a lot of people.
Oh, that's true.
But I don't think I've never been to Twitter jail.
And let me see if I have the other one. And somebody was saying, oh, I wasn't able to put it. Somebody also said, when you get that note from Facebook,
Yeah.
that you're posting too much.
I haven't gotten that either.
Yeah, also on my birthday, when I try to, because now what people do is they just like
No, what I do is I just put up a general message.
a general message. Well, I try to do it like individually. On Facebook, you'll get a notice that we're getting alarmed here because
So it's a message.
it's a message. You might be spam.
Yeah.
You might be a spammer.
Okay.
So either you ease up on the tweets or not to. I mean, on the
On the
replies,
comments, yeah.
but or slow down.
Oh.
Because bots
And
also do
I'm
that.
guessing
right?
it's an automated thing.
It's an automated thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. See?
Wow.
So there is a way. Apparently, I'm a little bit more of an addict than you.
See,
are.
I'm very cautious when it comes to that because I don't like it when I flood people's timelines. Because
That's
I don't like it when other people
no, but
flood
like
my
with
timeline.
replies, you won't get they won't flood them.
I'm conscious, eh. I don't want my
Really?
tweets to overshadow like
your beauty.
Yes. Yes. Although that's impossible.
I know. Whatever. All right, so that's exactly what we're looking for.
All right.
Thank you to Paul Jeffrey for sending this in just a couple of days ago.
Hopefully not porn websites.
Wag naman yun.
Wag naman yun.
Wag naman yun. No, like stuff that, because with websites you just surf it.
Yeah.
You don't do anything else. But like with there's an interaction when it comes to like social network.
Or like let's say, but it could also work with websites. Like those memes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like I think that's on 9gag, 9gag.com,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So what if you're so addicted to it that you start looking like a meme?
I mean, literally.
Right.
Yeah, like the one that they did for us, remember?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So here we go. Let's start off at number 5, coming from Eric Sanchez.
All right.
Kapag pati sa text, you mention your friends' names using their Twitter ID. Like we said earlier.
Yeah.
Remember, like at Gino Boy.
Yeah.
Hey, at Gino Boy. Actually,
right.
I start calling you Gino Boy. When it should be Gino. And
no, but Gino Boy has been my nickname for
like
since high school or whatever.
But then, we weren't high school
That's
classmates.
true.
I know you
We
as
really
Gino.
weren't.
I know you as
because
Gino.
you went to Lasal.
Yes, right.
You went to Lasal back in the day when Ortigas was still when Ortigas was still just
Metalahin pa
grassy.
sa'yo.
That's funny because like my dad was the one who kept on telling me that, alam mo dati itong Ortigas puro pa lang kogon.
Yeah, you know what? This is where we used to.
So naabutan mo.
This is where we used to play with our RCs, the remote controlled cars.
Meron na sila nun?
Bleh. Bleh ka dyan.
One day, eventually, this is all gonna come back to me.
Yes.
This is like one day some kid is gonna be telling me, "Ooh, you're old" or whatever,
and cracking all these old jokes.
Exactly. So while it's my turn,
I'll take
I will make the
advantage
most out of it.
Habang magiging late 20s ka na. Aha!
Okay lang.
Early pa rin ako. And this one we experienced when we went to Baguio.
Okay.
Jelmy says, sa mga sporting events or kahit anong mga basta may kailangan ng results, kontento ka na sa tweetcast. Dahil wala ka naman TV.
That's true.
Or worse, you do have TV, but you'd rather stay in bed reading your
remember
the Pacquiao fight. Remember?
When we were on the way home from Baguio, we found out about the entire Pacquiao fight just because of Twitter.
And it's as if we were watching it.
That's true. And yesterday, I was lying down in bed. It sort of goes hand in hand. You know how tweet news works?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was lying down in bed. I felt like there was an earthquake.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even bother to turn on the TV and go to a local news
that's
channel.
Right. That's
I went
true.
onto Twitter and I was like, oh, nobody's tweeting about it. So I guess it was
no
just in my
earthquake.
head. Yeah.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
Which, to some extent, it does come in really handy because you find out about the latest news because of Twitter.
Yeah.
Although obviously, there's no filter. It could be true.
Yeah.
It could be false.
Yeah.
But so yeah.
Because if you follow enough,
you'll find
people,
out. Yeah.
it has to be there if it's true.
That's true.
Number 9, coming from AM of Radio 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And AM was saying, I have to read this. Okay. When workmates from Singapore resort to Facebook or Twitter to send you a message, it happened twice. They use your comments. Let's say you post something completely unconnected to, let's say, work.
Right.
And then because it's a popular post and people are commenting, they put a comment but not about the post. They go, "Huy, AM, I need you to blah 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 blah." In your comments.
In your comments
Yeah,
box.
because they know, look, sumasagot siya dun sa comment. So dito kita i-contact. Yeah. And then it happened. She commented on my pic when I posted something about, a certain celebrity to remind me about a meeting the next day. And true enough, they can get in touch with me more
through
on Facebook than
on
text,
your cell phone. Yeah.
which is so weird.
God.
Number 8, ouch.
Okay.
We
Number
were just-
3.
Number 3.
Yeah.
We were just talking about this.
Okay.
Ang mga Instagram addict, bago kakainin ng pagkain, pinipicturean muna.
That's exactly what Chico did for his breakfast.
Right before I ate my breakfast. No, because it's so unique. I've never had a breakfast this healthy. It's all gulay.
Ew.
Yeah. And the gulay that's not, like
Not common.
not too much sauce. It's really just
It's
steamed. Yeah. Number 2, coming from, let me see here. Tajo Diet.
Okay.
Number 2. Kapag may aksidente o bagyo o sakuna or crime scene, magpapanik.
You know, it's true.
Let's say there's a fire.
Or like earthquakes.
You go on Twitter. Okay, there's a fire in our building. Post or tweet. And then you start running.
There's a fire in our building. Hashtag panic mode on.
Hashtag panic mode. Yeah, or you go. There's an earthquake.
Yeah.
And then you open your Instagram, take a picture. Anong magandang filter?
May oras pa eh, no?
Hefe. And then post. Pagka-post. And then you scream. And the top.
But this is true, especially
It's true, diba?
especially with earthquakes.
Seriously.
Especially with earthquakes. You'll that's exactly why when I quote unquote felt it in my head
Yeah.
yesterday, the first thing I did was I checked Twitter because you find out there first.
Yeah. And
Diba?
people say earthquake.
Or when they could have just run out of the building.
Exactly.
Or whatever. Well,
Naka-tweet ka pa. Remember that's what they were saying about Perez Hilton?
what?
It's like
Yung when he got
he
beat up.
was able to tweet, call 911. They're like, you're using your
phone. You could have just called
You could have
911
called
on your own.
911
Exactly.
instead of tweeting people to say, call 911.
which I think just goes to show that he just wanted the attention.
Attention, right? And the top sign that you are addicted to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or any other app.
What most people didn't know was that he actually came up with a blog post
Diba?
about it.
Just to say that, I was beaten up by the Black Eyed Peas. Comes from EI.
EI says.
This is really weird.
Okay.
Over ka na talaga sa Instagram. Kung pati yung burol ng lola mo naka-Instagram.
May filter.
May filter.
Toaster.
I think it highlights the color of the kabaong. That's something you just don't Instagram.
In that same
Oh my God.
in that same
Fail.
train of thought, my friend he had a relative that passed away, and the first thing he did when he got there to the burol was he checked in on Foursquare.
Oh my gosh.
Blah blah blah. Is that blah 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 blah.
Funeral homes. Oh, fail.
No, but then again, it's up to you.
Check in at a funeral parlor.
It adds points.
Let's replace Black at Mayor. Oh no. But it's true though. I mean, if it's, let's say it's a death in the family, obviously your family will be there. Pwede kayong mag-contest.
Diba?
Sino mayor?
Ano? Padamihan tayo ng check-in this week.
Diba? Oh my goodness. There
Alright.
you go. The top 10 signs you're addicted to Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram.
Or any other
app. Okay. We've got the top 10 signs that you are addicted to Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, or any app. Thank you to Paul Jeff.
I wonder if this is true. Ako si Tech just tweeted in, interesting app. There's finally an app that lets people know where you just made love.
Really?
What is this, like Foursquare?
Oh my goodness. Yikes. I don't know about that. I don't know why
sure.
I don't know why you would want people
To broadcast
to know.
that to the world.
Diba? The top 10 signs you're addicted to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or any app. Let's start off at number 10. Coming from Serge.
Okay, Serge says.
Kapag dinideny mo sa Facebook, sa Twitter, at sa Instagram, na-addict ka sa Facebook, Twitter, at Instagram.
You posted on all channels.
You post on Facebook, hindi ako addict sa Facebook. You post on Twitter, hindi ako addict sa
Twitter.
And then same with Instagram.
Hindi, tapos sa Instagram, may photo ka.
Tapos naka-filter.
Oo, naka-filter. May photo ka of like a piece of paper na nakalagay, hindi ako addict sa Instagram. Tapos may filter.
Yes. Tapos number 9 coming from Greg and Rai was here. Oh my goodness, we are all so guilty of this one.
Okay.
May magkatabi na dalawang tao. And then the one standing or sitting right next to the other tells the other, check your DMs.
That's true. Oh, that's true. No, but this is
I know.
this is useful.
I know.
Because like if there's something that you
Something
can't,
secret.
yeah, something
No, but-
secretive, something you can't say.
Read your text. I texted you something. But kailan DM? Ba't kailan Twitter? It's so much
Masaya
faster.
Twitter. Masaya.
It's much faster to
No.
just check your text.
You know what else is in that same line of thought?
Yeah.
When you're seated right beside each other, but
Yeah.
you're tweeting about each other.
Exactly. Yeah. Etong si Gina Boy.
Itong si Chico Garcia, cute today.
Pero magkatabi.
Hello.
Tapos biglang, tas yung, what do you call that? Asterisk? Yeah. Tapos biglang, I'll tweet right after that.
Yeah.
Asterisk. Blush. Close asterisk.
Ang landi.
Diba? Ang landi. Number 8, coming from Fortunata de Coco. Again, you have to admit, you've done this.
Okay.
Fortunata de Coco says, you go on Twitter, bubuksan mo yung new tweet.
Yeah.
And there's a blank tweet there.
Yeah.
And then you're just staring at it.
Yes.
You don't have anything to tweet.
This happened to me
Diba?
yesterday.
All you know is that you want to tweet something.
Yeah.
But you actually
But you
don't
don't
have
know.
anything
Yeah.
to tweet about. Not
It just-
yet.
It feels like an obligation.
Yeah, you just feel like I want to tweet something, pero hindi ko pa alam eh. What to tweet
It's
about.
funny because yesterday, really, that's what happened.
Diba? You're just staring at the blank tweet.
And so I came up with a message, something like that awkward moment when you feel like you need to tweet something, yet you don't have anything to say,
Yeah.
but you tweet it anyway.
Yeah.
That's
Or
what
people who tweet na that. And then that's the tweet. Because they're
They're just still thinking, yeah.
Number 7, coming from EI. Nagalit sa'yo yung mga kapatid mo kasi nagparty ka at hindi mo sila in-invite. At ang reply mo, oh, pinadalan ko kayo ng Facebook invite eh.
Hello, nasa bahay lang kayo.
Everything is Facebook.
That's true.
When you could have just told them or
Yeah.
texted them.
Hello, they're your brothers, they're siblings.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? And the entry that caps off the bottom half of the top 10 signs you're addicted to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or any app
Right.
comes from El Camino.
El Camino says,
This is pathetic. Your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, push notifications are on. In
Yeah.
case you're not familiar, push notification is every time there's an activity,
Yeah.
you will get like a message,
get a message.
on your cell phone.
That
You'll
says
go,
blah, blah, blah,
Yeah,
has tweeted,
yeah,
yeah.
somebody just blah, blah, blah. But you still check every 5 minutes for mentions or likes just in case your device failed to notify you. Oh my goodness. Naka-push notifications ka na nga.
Look of guilt, no?
Somebody's guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Di ba? Naka-notifications ka na nga. Why would you check?
Kasi mali mo, mama, it's not working.
May
No, because sometimes it's
May
delayed,
nakalusot.
right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it does get delayed.
Yeah.
Okay,
Whatever,
no.
Gina boy.
Hey, shut up.
Hashtag defensive.
No, sometimes it really does. Like it won't, lalo na if it's sunod-sunod, like somebody mentions you on Twitter, especially if you're having like one of those long
like,
conversations.
or those Twitter wars.
Like Twitter wars,
Yeah.
exactly. So you'll skip out on the push notifications, skip out on some of the messages.
Yeah.
And that's why you have to check.
Okay, Gina boy.
Okay.
at Gina boy. We will take your
Okay.
word for it. Yeah.
Whatever.
At I'm humoring him. I mean, hashtag I'm humoring him.
Ay, nako.
Okay, here we go. The top 10 signs you're addicted to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or any other app. Let's start off at number 5.
Okay.
First thing that you ever do when you enter any establishment is, may Wi-Fi kayo?
Oh.
I am so guilty. That's the first thing I ask. Sometimes even before committing
I'm
to
surprised
entering
you're
a
not
restaurant.
on like unlimited internet.
No.
Really?
I should though, right?
You should.
I think I
With
should.
the amount of, yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, good luck.
Oh, why?
Wala lang. If you
Talaga?
have unlimited
Oh,
internet
that's right.
everywhere you go.
Nako, my holiday hotel. Kasi dalawa na eh. There's the Pet Hotel and the Holiday Hotel. The holiday version of Pet Hotel. And
Hashtag
of course-
first world problems.
I know. No, seriously. Kasi
Nako,
like-
how am I going to do it?
and sometimes I forget. Kasi I forget how much money I have in Pet
no.
Hotel. Akala ko that's how much I have in
The horror.
What?
The horror that you forget.
Diba?
Grabe.
And I'm like, oh shoot, I'm on Holiday Hotel nga pala and I'm supposed to buy the galley gallery.
My
and I
God.
don't have enough coins.
How do you deal with it?
Diba?
The world feels like it'll end,
And
no?
to think I don't even buy treats.
I know.
I just
Grabe.
rely on my coins.
Oh my God.
Diba?
What a big problem you have.
Number. I know.
Hashtag
I
sarcasm.
know. and hashtag clueless. Ako naman, di ba? Do you feel for my pains? And number 4 from Butter Baby, again, speaking of, kapag nag-open ka ng sangkatutak na other accounts para lang madami kang kapitbahay sa Farmville.
Ay, ang sad.
Because I also have neighbors in Pet Hotel and Holiday Hotel. Pero you don't have to set up your own accounts. And then, oh my gosh, I just had the worst thing. I really had to apologize on Twitter.
Why?
Because I had to post a picture of my pet hotel to earn,
points.
A pet room. So I'm like, sorry, I have
room?
to post this. Huh?
A pet room?
Yeah, a pet room. Yeah,
What
a
do
room
you
for
do
my
it?
pet.
Okay.
Nah. And then Emil.
Because I thought it would be like a petting zoo.
Oh yeah, true.
Where you can pet your pets.
Like in a crocodile farm. There's a petting zoo. Number 3.
What?
Yeah. Number 3 from Emil. Your teacher calls you for recitation.
Okay.
And you find yourself muttering under your breath. You're the only one who can hear it. Hashtag panic mode on. Kahit sa sarili mo na lang. You're not doing it for anyone.
Hashtag brain fail.
Hashtag panic mode on.
And nobody even
Hashtag patay. Di ba? Number 2 from Serge.
Okay.
Kapag nagutom ang pamilya mo kasi nakalimutan mong magluto ng dinner kasi akala mo nagluto ka kasi naglalaro ka naman ng Restaurant City.
Or Sim Social or
diba?
something like that.
Yeah, anything that has to do with cooking. A little like
Nagluto na ako eh.
Nagluto na ako eh.
Oh my God, this happened to me before.
Oh my gosh, that is pathetic.
Never mind.
What? Tell us how pathetic you are.
Well, there's a whole list of reasons. No, but I remember when I was in college, it was a stay-home day for me.
Yeah.
So in the morning, I was just playing Sims because Sims was just newly released and whatever. And I thought I had showered already.
Yeah.
Because I showered.
Because you showered and oh my gosh.
I blur the lines of reality and fiction.
Right.
Sometimes I think I'm a dragon slayer.
Ako talaga one sign is I'm always humming the music of before Pet Hotel, now Holiday Hotel. As in
That's not Holiday Hotel, that's our bed.
Oo nga, no? I'm confused. Maybe I'm just addicted.
Maybe you are.
I'm just addicted to the show. Or maybe I'm addicted
to me.
Okay, here we go. That's all.
Ay, nako.
Oh, one more.
Okay.
Kapag hindi mo na alam, okay, sorry. If nakakita ka ng photo album, the photo album, and you're like, ano to? Kasi all your photos are now uploaded on Facebook.
Yeah.
You have the digital photo albums. You don't know what an actual photo album is.
Oh my God, that's right.
Right? Just like I remember, it's such a sign of the times. One of my nieces, one time she rode in her much older cousin's car.
Okay.
And it was an old car. It was my old car.
Right.
The old Lancer L-Type.
Okay.
And of course the windows there are the old school windows.
The manual windows.
The manual windows. She points to it and she goes, "What's that?"
Oh my God.
Seriously, she didn't know what it was.
How young is your niece, nephew?
The one asking?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, no, she was much younger then at the time. It didn't happen recently, about maybe 5 years ago.
Shut
up! I know where you're going with this.
No. I'm really not.
L-type.
This is an honest question. How old is she now?
She's in high school.
Okay, that's why. Because when I was in 6th grade, I think that's when Power Windows came out. Yeah.
And then now they don't even know what that thing is. And when I say record, placa, they don't know what that
LP.
is. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
I started DJing with records.
Di ba 8-track?
45s, hindi.
Di ba?
Merong konti.
Huli ka balbo.
But it was mostly records.
Uso pa nun, Betamax.
Tapos ang uso pa nun with DJs.
Betamax, Laserdisc.
If the record has burns, it's called burns.
Yeah.
Kasi diba when you're queuing, you're going so nagkaka-burn. So before the first note, you'd hear a and pag may burn na, you get a new record so that it doesn't have that burn sound. The problems of DJs back in
I know,
the
and
80s.
now it's just all...
No, 90s naman, 90s. I started 90.
Okay.
I was the star of the noon decade.
Wow.
Because when the 90s were coming in, I was the star of the new decade. Okay, and
And guess what? That was two. You're the
decades
star
ago.
of the
I
new
know,
decade.
I know.
That's 2 decades ago.
That's up.
Ano?
Sign.
You dug your own grave,
I know
son.
that you're addicted to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or any other app comes from Oscar de la Hopia.
Oscar de la Hopia says,
Alam mong addicted ka na sa Angry Birds kapag may nakikita kang mataba, gusto mong tiradurin.
may malaki kang galit.
Gusto mong tiradurin. Gusto mo munang tirador. Ikaw Let's start off at RCH83.
Okay.
Number 10. Pag ginagawa mong chat box, yung mga status o picture na nakapost ng other people.
Yeah.
Nagiging chat box.
This happens though.
Na kayo.
No, because usually it's like you comment on somebody's photo.
Yeah.
And then a mutual friend of yours, comments on that photo.
Yeah.
And then you comment on that comment, and then, it strays into like a whole different
But I've
thing.
seen a lot that, let's say you posted a picture of you at the beach.
Okay.
And then I go, hey Gino boy, anong gagawin natin sa Christmas party? And then before you know it, it's not about
it's a thread already.
It's a thread
Yeah.
that's not connected to what
the
you
photo.
posted.
Yeah.
Right? I've seen that.
But I would never have
lot
a
of
beach
it.
photo.
Why? You'd have to be shirtless.
Oo.
Nak!
Delix.
Oo.
Baka masyadong maraming matuwa.
Magulat.
Uy!
Number 9.
We found Moby Dick!
The from
whale.
Jay From Jay Ryan.
Kasi it's white. Di ba he's a white whale?
Yeah.
Mm.
Di ba pag we were talking about Twitter jail?
Yes.
If you tweet too much, they put you in Twitter jail. You can't tweet anymore.
Right.
Jay Ryan says, adik ka talaga. Kapag na Twitter jail ka, pero hindi ka pa rin titigil kasi pwede namang mag-DM. You can still DM
You can still
even if you're on Twitter. You
DM.
just can't tweet.
Right.
Okay, and then
Or mas adik ka, kung na Twitter jail ka, you come up with a new Twitter account just to tweet even more.
yes. Gel me at number 8. True story. Pag ang request mo ng vacation leave via Twitter at ang manager mo in-approve din via Twitter. Nagtitweet lang kayo. Boss, pwedeng
BL naman ako.
BL ako sana Friday. Okay, sige, go ahead. Sige, paki-file na lang.
Send mo na lang yung file dito.
Number 7 from Twitter
Tweet pic mo na lang.
Tweet pic. Scan mo, tapos tweet pic. Hindi, Instagram mo para may filter.
Kahit yung VL form mo may filter.
Para may filter, ha? Pakigamit yung...
Nashville.
Pakigamit yung Brannan. yung Lomo-fi. Number 7 from Butter Baby.
Alright.
Kapag gumawa ka ng FB group na siblings, dalawa lang naman kayong magkapatid.
Para lang talaga
May FB group na siblings. Dalawa lang kayo. Ikaw lang. Tsaka kapatid mo. Text mo na lang siya. And the entry that caps off the bottom half of the top 10 signs you're addicted to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or any app comes from, let's see how. Comes from Key Arena.
Okay. Kiarina says.
True story.
Alright.
3 weeks ago, my hair caught on fire and I burnt my scalp. And believe it or not, first thought in my head was, ooh, I have something to tweet about. You get into a major accident, a life-threatening situation, and all you can think of is,
You can tweet about it.
Oh, I have something interesting to tweet about. That is so bad. That is so bad. You've gone off the deep end.
Or, you know what else is worse?
What?
Like, let's just say, you're in a long-term relationship, and obviously, so your Facebook status says, in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And the minute you break up, the first thought in your head is, ooh, Facebook activity.
Right?
Gino Quillamar is now single.
Or you burn your scalp, or you get into an accident, you're all bleeding, and then you take a picture of yourself, and your problem is, nako, dapat to black and white filter kasi yung dugo. Para hindi mandirita.
Lumalabas yung pagka-Instagram
Diba?
addict mo.
It has to be what's that? The black, what did they call the black and white filter? Diba?
I don't know, I'm not
there
sure.
is, diba? Me was saying, ang daming top 10 entries, ha ha ha. Seriously, if you just
If you could see,
you could just look at RxTMR.
search for it.
Oh my goodness. You will see what I have to go through every day. Here we go. The top 10 signs you are addicted to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or any other app. Thank you to Paul Jeffrey for this. So I'll just give you runners up because we have just way too many.
Okay.
Okay. Baloy says, sad to say, and this one I've seen examples of this. Ang dami sa ating kababayan, pag merong na-aksidente, inuuna pa yung video bago tumulong.
Yeah.
Remember that?
You remember that shooting?
Yeah, the shooting in a certain mall in Pampanga.
Yeah.
So many people you could see. The one videotaping and the other bystanders.
And the people were just passing by and
they
videotaping
were all
also.
shooting pictures.
Yeah.
Well, of course you understand because sometimes there's also that idea that if you don't know what you're doing, sometimes moving them would actually cause more harm than
yeah, but it's funny because like absolutely nobody was paying attention.
Yeah, at the very least, you should at least call for help first before you start videotaping. True though, I agree. And Lady
and
Quill,
I don't know, I don't think it's right.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
If you had gotten shot,
and
you're there dying, would you want somebody videotaping
exactly.
that?
Yeah. And Lady Quill, but of course we know when you it's a very thin line. I thought about this. Initially that was my reaction, but then when you think about it, when you watch the news and they show pictures of war or people getting shot, it's technically the same thing. The only difference is one is an individual, one is a news organization.
Yeah.
If you watch any news program from CNN to whatever, you would see photographs and video footage of people in accidents. And so it's kind of gray area.
Yeah.
It's a little difficult. Like, why is it improper when, let's say, an individual, let's say, shoots an accident, but it's okay on the news?
I think that like if an individual shot an accident, he just posted on Facebook or whatever, and then I don't know. I just feel like it's a huge invasion of my privacy.
Yeah, but when you think about it, in the news, at least with that, it's just their Facebook account.
I guess, I don't know.
If a TV station...
It's just maybe, I guess with the news, it's more official.
Official.
Yeah.
And Football Zombie says, kung pati yung bagong panganak na daga ng kapitbahay ng pinsan ng labandera nyo, ini-Instagram mo.
Okay.
And for Football Zombie, when most of my friends take a picture, they don't say cheese. They say tweet pic.
Tweet pic.
And then Chublet says, kung ultimong papel, posporo, itlog na basag, gulay na lanta, lapis na putol, dahon na tuyot, Instagram na.
Anything you can find.
Yeah, there has to be some sort of art to it. You can't just take any picture. You got to think about it a little bit.
Like your food?
No, because with that, because there are foodies. That like there are food bloggers. They take pictures of food, and not just take a picture of food. Try to lagyan mo naman ng konting what's the term? You lay it out.
Yeah.
You compose it there.
That's right.
You have to put some composition into the way you take the pictures.
I guess so.
Mad Mutt Mark says, and I've read about this. You're a Twitter addict. They say it's becoming a syndrome. Mm-hmm. Anything over 140 characters, you already consider a novel.
That's true.
Nobody wants to read anything long anymore.
No, but see, because information is processed so fast nowadays.
So fast.
And I mean, imagine before when you had to do research, you'd have to go to a library.
Exactly.
Now you just go home.
Wikipedia.
Google.
Copy paste.
Diba? Information is so easily processed now that
our brains can't handle a lot of info.
Yeah.
Kailangan everything has to be in increments of 140 characters.
That's true. Everything can be skimmed.
Jay Ryan says, kapag lumilindol, ang gagawin mo, magpo-post ka muna. Lumilindol? Question mark. Tapos panic, takbo palabas ng building, sumigaw ng malakas, catch your breath, tapos post ulit. Lumilindol! May pre at
Nagalap
post.
muna ng
diba?
Nagalap muna ng confirmation.
May intro muna. Lumilindol?
Buti nga dumiretso takbo eh.
Diba?
Kasi minsan pwede pang lumilindol question mark. Hintay muna ng reply.
Ng mention.
Oo.
Lindol! Okay, and then Jay Ryan also says, you're addicted when instead of calling the police when somebody tries to break into your house, you update your status first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you ask people to call the police.
And Rose Cavello says, you're addicted when instead of calling the police when somebody tries to break into your house, you update your status. Same thing.
It's a lot like
Diba?
this. There was a case before of a guy who escaped federal prison.
Yeah.
And he got caught by the police because he updated his Facebook status.
Oh my goodness.
On where he was.
On where he was. Check in. Nag-check in talaga. Foursquare.
Popo. Tapos nakalagay pa sa status niya. Parang, the Popo won't get to where I'm at.
Tapos
at my cousin's house.
Oh my gosh.
Huli.
And Diane Sarah says, when you don't consider yourself officially a couple, unless you're FBO. Facebook official. Until it's official on Facebook, you don't consider yourself
I actually sort of agree to that.
Because it's like a marriage.
Because
you announce it to the public.
You announce it to the world, yeah. And to all your friends.
And Insomnia Phobic says, true story, I know someone who's a Facebook addict. What she does is she goes fits clothes in the fitting room, right?
Okay.
Then does a photo shoot inside the fitting room just to have something to post on Facebook.
Ay, nako.
Look at this. Look at my outfit. Look at this outfit. Look at this outfit.
Look at my face. Look at my face.
It's not actually her outfit.
Yeah.
Because she's just trying them on.
She's just trying them on.
And the top sign, you're addicted to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or any other app, comes from G Donas.
G Donna says,
you unconsciously change the lyrics of songs, and it reflects your addiction to Twitter. For instance, you know the company song,
Pakisabi
no
na.
bed please, because I need to get the melody right.
Okay.
Pakisabi na lang na mahal ko siya. Di ba? You know
Mali
that song?
yung octave mo. One octave lower.
Sige.
Pakisabi na lang na mahal ko siya. Di na baling may mahal siyang iba.
Okay. You change it to iniibig ko siya, paki-retweet.
Iniibig ko siya,
paki-retweet.
Para makita ng lahat ng
sa aking timeline.
Pakisabi wag siyang
pakisabi wag niya kung i-block.
I-DM ko pa rin siya. Alam kong pwede akong i-unfollow. Okay,
pero sana naman wag.
Pakisabi na lang.
Iniibig ko siya, please. Retweet.
Pa-follow back na lang po.
Gutsy little girl.
Gutsy little girl.
Gutsy little girl.
Was that so hard to do?
When you answer a tweet via retweet, which is annoying, especially when your entire conversation is already TMI. Let's say I tweet you. Dapat tayo lang. Let's say we don't have that many followers. Let's say we're just a barkada.
Okay.
And then I tweet you something. And then you answer me by retweeting me. So everybody
knows what we're talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When sometimes it's, kahit
don't
hindi
need to
naman
know.
DM. I mean, let's say it's just a tweet, but it's just for you. And Super Jelly says, bago ko patayin ang alarm clock. Let's say it rings, right? Bago ko patayin ang alarm clock, chinecheck ko muna yung Facebook. Diba dapat instant you turn off your alarm clock first before you check anything.
But you know
Super
what?
Jelly, she has to check Facebook first.
Like with me, even if I'm running late, like for let's say not naman the morning because it's just too early.
Yeah.
This is too early.
A regular, let's say
like
an afternoon gig.
Yeah, like an afternoon gig. Even if I'm running a little bit late, I have to check Facebook first.
Yeah.
Like if I wake up from a nap, I'll go online first. Check, like let's just say I have like 30 to 45 minutes to prepare when usually it would take an hour.
Yeah.
I would still check Facebook and then Twitter, reply a little bit, and then like mga 20 minutes into it, I'll be like, okay, I gotta go. It has to be. It's a ritual.
Yikes. And then also from Super Jelly.
It's almost as essential as, taking a shower, brushing your teeth.
Super Jelly was saying, I have 3 housemates. And whenever it's time to eat, I just post it on Facebook. Kakain na. Mas mabilis kesa kung tatawagin mo.
Oh,
in the same house.
This reminds me. I used to live with a bunch of friends. And we all had, there were about like 7 of us in one house, different rooms each. And then we had a living room. And for some odd reason that day, the Wi-Fi didn't get to our rooms. So we had to go to the living room area. We were all there. We were all quiet. We all had our laptops in our laps. 4 guys. And then we were just, surfing. On our laptops, surfing. None of us were talking to each other in the real world, but we all had a conference room in YM.
Oh my God.
And we were chatting through there. And the funny thing is, when somebody would say something funny, we'd just be like, and then go back to typing.
Oh my God.
It was so weird. It was so surreal.
Freaky.
I was like,
why are we doing this?
I know. And then eventually, 15 to 30 minutes into the virtual conversation, we all looked at each other and we were like, dude, we're just sitting right next to each other. Why don't we have this conversation in real life?
Yeah.
And we were like, I don't know. I'm tired of talking.
Oh my gosh.
I'd rather
That
type.
is so weird.
Right?
And
Odd.
from the Dwayne way, speaking of, kapag
Okay.
lunchtime, imbis na sinasabi ko, kainan na, I just go, brains. And everybody knows.
And everybody knows what it
Everybody knows it's time to eat. Brains.
You know.
And then, okay. Yung Zafra Diane says, kapag may friend ka na pag nadapa ka or nadulas ka, pinipicturean ka muna at ipopost bago ka tutulungan.
Bastos.
Right?
Just make caption pa.
Are you okay?
Hashtag clumsy.
And Dwayne Way says, kapag walang, Dine Girl, sorry, says, kapag nagkaroon ka ng party, tas in-invite mo lahat ng Facebook friends mo, and dun nyo lang marirealize na hindi pala talaga kayo magkakakilala.
Yay.
And you're
you
all
just
there,
add
it's like,
people.
it's so awkward
Yeah.
because even if let's say you really do know them, but you know you chat every now and then.
Yeah, but you're not really friends.
You comment on each other's posts
because
but
it's
that's
different.
It.
Yeah,
It's different.
Yeah, it's a
And
totally
suddenly
different.
you put you in the same room and you're like, I don't have anything to say to you. I don't really know you.
No, because when you're chatting, you have enough time to actually think first.
And you're
to
usually
formulate something.
You're usually talking about something in something in particular.
Yeah.
Let's say
you're sharing
a
opinions
picture.
about something. Yeah,
Diba?
exactly.
And
With the entry before this, it just dawned on me now. One thing that would be horrible is like, let's just say I have a girlfriend or whatever, and then so she's so addicted to Facebook that before she actually breaks up with me, she posts it on her status first.
Ooh.
I'm about to break up with @Gino. Tapos
my
nakatag ka pa.
Dun mo ba
Answer siguro
makikita?
yun, no? I'm about to break up with @Gino Killamor. Hope he takes it well.
And then,
Smiley.
and then when you hear a knock on the door, oo, alam ko na.
Umalis ka na, Len.
Alam ko, break na
Umalis
tayo.
ka na.
And then, okay, this next one, you have to
Tapos
admit,
ni-like mo lang yung status.
like, Rara Ulala says,
Yeah.
when you say goodnight on Twitter,
Yeah.
like you post it, you tweet about it,
Yeah.
say goodnight, I'm going to sleep now, and 30 minutes later, you're still tweeting.
That's true.
Oh my God.
Or you're not tweeting, you're just reading it.
reading,
Ah.
diba? And then,
Oh God, these are all true.
diba? Elliot Girl says, this is bad. I don't have to do this.
Okay.
I don't do this. You have a backup Twitter account para pag na Twitter jail ka, you can still tweet.
Oh God, no.
Lordy. Stranded One says, true story. May naalis sa company namin because of Facebook.
Why?
Because, you're not allowed and you just couldn't stop.
She couldn't stop herself
Yeah.
from doing it. And what do you call this? Twitter. They've been having a lot of problems with that lately.
Yeah.
Like because things that aren't that the public isn't supposed to know.
They get to, yeah.
Like I think that was a basketball team or something that one of the basketball players tweeted that they were having practice with blah 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 when supposed
They're
to,
not supposed to.
Yeah, they weren't supposed to just yet.
And
Just imagine like if let's just say you're at war.
Yeah.
Like let's just say the U.S. is going up against Germany, like World War II era.
and you go, we're preparing to attack Normandy.
About to attack Normandy. Wish us luck.
Yeah. Please retweet.
And then the Germans are like,
Please
aha.
retweet. Let's see here.
Now setting up machine guns at Normandy.
Yudo 58 was saying, before closing your eyes in bed, iisipin mo muna what to post the next day sa Facebook. Isa-save mo sa note mo sa cellphone so that you don't forget.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
I don't think I've gotten to that level.
That's a little too much.
Yeah.
Blitzkrieg says, sanay ka nang kumain ng dessert na tunaw. Kasi nag-Instagram ka muna bago mo kainin.
Inuna yung picture.
Inuuna yung picture. And then also from Blitzkrieg, in the morning, makadinig ka ng mga huni ng ibon. Tweet, 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 tweet. Magmamadali kang kapain ng phone mo kasi akala mo may tweet notification ka. Akala mo Twitter.
Nakakainis. Okay.
And Barry Duchess, have you ever snuck out during a dinner date to go to the bathroom just so that you can check your updates?
Oh no. No, you know why?
Why? You can
because
do it
more
right
often
there.
than not, your dinner date is also doing
It's
the
also
same
doing
thing.
the same
You know,
thing.
that's the thing. Nowadays,
Diba?
everybody's so antisocial.
Yeah.
Like, if you have if I remember there was this one time.
Our friend turns off their Wi-Fi in their house.
When you
So
guys are
that
there.
when everyone starts going on
Diba?
online.
Yun na nga eh. It's dangerous because nobody ends up talking to anybody anymore.
Yeah. Gem Archangel says, admit this. Kapag kaka-log out mo, instantly you start wondering, paano pag may mentions ulit?
No.
Diba? And the entry that caps off the bottom half of the top 10 signs you're addicted to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or any other app comes from I'm not John Lloyd.
I am not John Lloyd says.
What do you do when something exciting happens to you? Di ba you tell the people closest to you?
I tweet.
Well, usually dapat di ba? You do that.
Usually, yeah.
Now, you're
I
an
live alone
addict.
kasi.
You're an addict. If you post it on FB, and then you call the people to say, "Look at your FB."
Wow.
You don't even. You're
You
already
don't
talking to
I
them.
know. We
You can
could've
already
said
tell
so in the
them,
first
right?
place, yeah.
No. You call each and every one of your friends to say, "Look at your Facebook," so that the interaction will happen online instead of interpersonal.
Yeah. Why?
That is why.
No, but then again, I catch myself doing this every now and then. Like if I see something really interesting on Twitter,
Yeah.
like I'll call my friends and I'll be like, "Oh, check mo yung Twitter mo."
Instead of telling them what you saw.
Telling them what you saw, yeah.
Wow.
Diba?
Okay.
It happens
So,
though. I mean, hasn't it happened to you?
No.
Really?
No.
They usually chismis eh.
I'd probably
Uy,
say
check mo yung Twitter ni ganyan.
No, because if
So
I'm
it's a whole thread.
Because if I'm already talking with
No,
them,
but then again, you want to be able to read it verbatim.
okay.
And if you're on the phone and you usually check Twitter on your phone, then you can't read it verbatim.
Weird. Grace says, I know a colleague who was hit by a car because she was tweeting habang tumatawid ng Marcos Highway.
Ay, good job.
Oh my goodness.
I hope she's okay.
She's okay, but
right.
hello.
But still, yeah.
Right? And also...
Now crossing Marcos Highway. #BAM.
Ouch. All right, and also, let's say... okay, here we go. Candy Cane says, if you save your best thoughts for tweets, not conversations.
That's true.
Right?
And people actually do this.
Okay, thank you to Paul Jeffrey for the top 10 signs you're addicted to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or any app. Okay, Wandering Henry says, kung ang mga pangalan ng anak mo... Okay, sorry. Dine Girl says, if you tweet, Yaya, dalhan mo ko ng juice dito sa room. Tapos pagdating ni Yaya, pipicturean mo yung juice, i-Instagram mo, drinking juice. Tapos pag ang ID
Pero malupit doon, si Yaya may Twitter.
Meron.
Oh.
Tapos ang ID picture mo, kuha from above, tapos nakapout ang lips. Okay? And I am Tetay says, kapag pini-PM mo ang Facebook friends mo, first, I am Tetay says, first your friends call you. You call your friends.
Okay.
Check your Facebook.
Alright.
Tapos pagdating sa Facebook, nakalagay, check your PM. Tapos pagkita mo sa PM, nakalagay,
check your DM.
Penging energy sa Tetris battle. Instead of just calling him saying, give me energy.
Give me energy. You could have just said so in the first place.
And, okay, Aaron says hello to JJ Martinez, happy birthday. Okay, and then Ken Karot says, pag nanonood ka ng Walking Dead, do you watch that?
Yeah, of
Okay.
course I do.
Pag nanonood ka ng Walking Dead, tapos sisigaw ka ng, plant cherry bombs!
Addicted to Plants vs. Zombies.
Mali. The Dwayne Way says, pag may crush ka, imbis na sasabihin mong, alam mo, lagi kang tumatakbo sa isip ko. Ang sasabihin mo, alam mo, lagi kang tumatakbo sa timeline ko.
O pwede rin, alam mo, lagi kang tumatakbo sa live feed ko.
Paul,
depends on what your addiction is.
Wandering Henry says, kung ang names ng mga anak mo, tweet, block, unfollow, retweet, sunflower, at zombie. Tapos, naban ka sa palengke kasi pag nakakakita ka ng prutas, hinihiwa mo ng maliliit na pieces yung mga prutas. At pag nakakita ka ng baboy, kinukuha mo yung mga manok tas binabato mo. That's funny. And finally, the top sign you're addicted to Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram comes from the person who sent in the entry. I mean the topic, Paul Jeffrey.
Okay, Paul Jeffrey says,
kapag after the wedding, the priest goes, I now pronounce you man and wife. You may now update your Facebook status.
That's true. It's not even
That's
you
so
may now kiss the bride anymore.
Okay, what about us?
Man, I gave away so much earlier. I guess, yeah, that whole conversation thing with friends.
Yeah.
Where you're in one room and you're still chatting over YM or whatever, which is so like 2 years ago.
Oh, that's true.
Because like now it's Facebook chat na.
Me,
and just looking at the blank Twitter screen. Really, I'm so guilty of that.
Of that?
Yeah.
Because you're thinking, right?
Yeah. Oh, how do I know I'm addicted to Twitter?
Yeah.
is because even when we're doing the top 10, I'm also looking at Twitter.
I know.
Right?
Yes.
Right?
Actually, I think we're all guilty of that.
Right?
I think
We multitask like anything.
except for me, because
No, it's amazing
because that's my job on the show.
That's true.
I'm supposed to be on Twitter because
No,
you
but
know,
see,
I'm
with
getting
me,
the-
I check for ano rin, for greetings.
like personal stuff. Yeah.
No, for greetings.
Okay.
Ito naman.
And
You make it sound like I'm so unprofessional.
wait. Okay. I guess it's that. You know, I displayed a perfect example earlier.
Okay.
Before I ate my food.
You
I took a picture
Instagrammed
of
it first.
Yeah, and then I'm going to. Well, I haven't, but it's going to be for Instagram.
That's right.
Yeah. All right.
Like right now, when you said that, I was looking at Twitter.
Instead of looking at me.
Diba?
Okay. All right.
I see you naman. I'm checking out your mentions lang.
My profile. Andito na nga ako. Okay, so thank you for joining us.